The election is over and the roster is set. Here is a look at your House of Representatives for the 91st Minnesota legislative session. There has been a flip of the power structure, and for the first time since 2014, the DFL will control the Minnesota House of Representatives in the upcoming biennium. Democrats picked up 18 seats in the November 6th election for a 75-59 advantage when session begins on January 8th. As the gavel changes hands, so does House leadership. Representative Melissa Hortman, who served as the minority leader for the DFL last biennium, was chosen by her fellow caucus members to be the next Speaker of the House. In her 8th term, Hortman said the legislature would quickly begin working on unfinished business from last session.
We will get started right away looking at tax conformity, addressing the opioid epidemic, nursing home abuse and neglect, and other issues that were wrapped up in that 990-page bill that fell on the last day of session. There were a number of things that were almost unanimously supported that we should just peel out of there and get done right away.
DFLers also chose Representative Ryan Winkler from Golden Valley to be their majority leader during the upcoming biennium. Winkler, who was elected to his 6th term, served in the House from 2007 until he resigned his seat in 2015.
We are bringing one Minnesota to the state capitol every day, and we will make sure that on policy, on outreach, and on presence in all parts of the state, we will be there. And we look forward to having a very productive, very hard-working legislative session that serves the people of Minnesota, working very closely with Governor Walz and the Minnesota Senate.
House Republicans have chosen current House Speaker Kurt Daudt to continue to lead their caucus this session. The Republican from Crown served as Speaker the past 4 years and will return to his former role as Minority Leader, a position he held during the 2013-14 legislative session.
We're going to roll up our sleeves and really talk to Minnesotans about the things that we know are important to them and what we need to prioritize here during the next session. We're also going to hold Democrats accountable. They made some promises on the campaign trail that we don't think they can keep. They talked about lowering health care costs, but their ideas will actually increase health care costs in the state of Minnesota. Some of their ideas will have devastating impacts on hospitals and clinics in rural Minnesota, and a lot of their ideas will reduce the quality and coverage for a lot of Minnesotans that rely on their health care. So we're going to hold them accountable, but we're ready to roll up our sleeves and really work on solving the problems that Minnesotans care about.
39 freshmen are part of the 2019-2020 House, a 14-member increase from 2 years ago. Minnesotans elected 34 new DFLers to the House and 5 new Republicans. 2 of the newly elected members are former House representatives, Representative John Purcell and Representative Ryan Winkler. Some of the other statistics of the 2019-2020 House: 86 men and 48 women are serving. Of the 86 men, 46 are Republicans and 40 are DFLers. Of the 48 women, 35 are DFL members, 13 are Republicans. House DFLers announced the committee structure, chairs, and the schedule lawmakers will follow when they convene January 8, 2019. Under the new structure, the House will have 34 committees, subcommittees, or divisions, an increase from the 29 last session. Hortman said in a release the committee structure would allow greater efficiency in some areas while providing greater focus on others. We've streamlined the committee structure by creating fewer stops for bills in the areas of agriculture, transportation, and civil law, Hortman said. We're also creating committees to give attention to issues that affect Minnesotans' lives, but which have not received enough consideration previously, adding finance committees in the areas of energy and climate, housing, greater Minnesota jobs and economic development, and criminal justice reform. Daudt, whose party will move to the minority for the upcoming biennium, is not supportive of the changes. They are growing the committee structure by 30%, primarily by adding committees that cater to their activist base and special interests, and their new division structure will make it difficult for citizens to follow bills they care about. Nevertheless, our caucus will stand up for Minnesotans and work to make their voices heard. For more information on the makeup of the House of Representatives for the 91st legislative session, a directory of the 2019-2020 members-elect is now available online on the House website, www.house.mn.